So here we are in downtown Sonoma. There's the center of town there, and then the restaurants, and then there's a historic area. It looks like there was like a fort and it's a historic park. It's Revolution, they said. Vallejo comes to Sonoma. This was the Casa Grande and barracks during the 1840s. An old hotel over here. And then the Sonoma State Historic Park right here in the middle of Sonoma. These old buildings, barns. There's an old hotel. These are old barracks over here. Servants' quarters. It's a little hot, not too bad. About 82 degrees. Got some old barns. These are really neat, like an adobe type setup. Parking back there. This general was one of the most powerful men in California. These are the servants' quarters for a section of his impressive house. So he had a big, impressive house here. Maybe that was it over there. Back up a little bit. Back here, see what's back over here. Peddler's wagon. So that's the old-fashioned food truck. There's a barn here, buildings, and then a mail wagon back here. Kind of neat. Nice shade trees here. Oh, let's see what this building is. Looks like a kitchen. It says dining room on the door. So this is Toscano Kitchen. Eggs and biscuits. There's a bell ringing. Just had a park ranger go in there. So you can go in there and probably tour these buildings. This is on the courtyard in Sonoma and around the center. Looks like an old stone walkway. Some old buildings over there. And this is the Toscano Hotel. Pretty neat. Old hotel. They got sounds of like bar serving playing there. There's some pictures back there showing the hotel originally. Imagine there's probably tours of this they probably give you. That's pretty cool. Kind of neat to have that sitting there. And it says Sonoma Barracks down here. Of course, we've seen some vineyards coming in, some wine stuff. Got pretty lucky this trip. We got a brand new Audi with 13 miles on it. It was kind of fun to drive up here over the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. This is a barracks. It's actually nice and cool in here. It's thick walls. A cannon sitting here. What's in this room? Oh yeah. This is just an impromptu museum. Look at the back doors and stuff going out the back. Big old thick walls. Shows you how thick the walls were. California in America, Sonoma. California Republic, that's the original bear flag. In 1824's first vineyards were planted. Historic preservation movement was actually as early as 1851. Man, big old adobe walls, big old ovens. And barracks up the stairs and down. That's pretty neat. Big huge doors right here.
We're here in the sanctuary of the Mission San Francisco Solano. When the Padres first came to establish this mission, they moved into a land that was heavily populated with native people, primarily the Wapo, possibly some Miwok and Pomo. These people had their own lifestyle, their own religion, their own way of doing things. And when the Padres originally arrived, they were curious about the newcomers. The newcomers didn't do things the same way. They dressed differently. People here were curious, and their curiosity led them to come into the church and see what was going on. And many of them converted. Some were unhappy with it. They didn't like losing the old ways. Their whole lifestyle was being disrupted. And they revolted. They burned down the first mission buildings.
So they burned down the first mission. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know this was in downtown Sonoma. Probably go in the gift shop here, check it out, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we'll keep walking around here, and if I see anything else cool, I'll keep filming. These buildings on the corner here are really something else. Middle of town. I mean, this is downtown. It originally started, I guess, as a mission, became a barracks. Downtown Sonoma. And then there's the mission. That's the original mission right there. See it? Yeah, this is pretty cool. I guess this is what started basically Sonoma, and then no vineyards added on to it. Let's see what this plaque up here says. Big old thick adobe walls. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Plaza, I guess, if you want to read it. Another adobe brick type structure over there is probably part of this compound. These buildings look old too, adobe. Really pretty little town. Look at the ceiling. That's been around a long time. They restored it. Of course, it's pretty dry here, so. Pretty cool. All right, you guys. I'll do more if I run into some more cool stuff. Just wanted to show you this mural. There's little shops down through here. We just met a lady at a chocolate shop who was one of the original car hops at Mel's Diner down in San Francisco, where they filmed that American Graffiti scenes, and they've tore it down, but she was the original car hop. She met her husband there, and she was a car hop when she met her husband. They've been married for 40 some years, but they've tore it down now. It was a really neat story to meet somebody here in Sonoma that worked at the chocolate shop that was a car hop at the Mel's Diner that they tore down in San Francisco on Van Ness. That was where they filmed the scenes for American Graffiti. And we're going to see some of that tomorrow, see if I can get it on film for the American Graffiti scenes over in Petaluma. And again, here's like here's the visitor bureau for Sonoma over here. You may have to check that out, see what kind of historical stuff here. But yeah, we're coming around the other side of the square here in Sonoma. Pretty cool so far, pretty neat little town. There's an old theater, Oppenheimer Theater. It's a mannequin here. And there's the doors to it. Ceiling, all ornate, really cool off this square. Probably. Let me back up here. I want to see, because that's the ticket booth. I think you can. They're actually gonna, this movie Oppenheimer's playing, so this is actually a working theater. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Come up here and see what we see. Lady's waving. Yeah. How you doing? Oh wow, look at this. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. All the pictures of movie stars. Little thing here.
Really? Who's the mom? Was that Meg?
And the little theaters. Wow. This is so cool. Oh man, look at this. Oh, look how cool that is. Wow. Oppenheimer Theater. That is so cool. That is so cool. You got a guest register. Little bar here. That's really cool. Like the old restroom and stuff.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Pretty cool. Did you have any?
I don't have any cash.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we'll stop here. This is their City Hall building in the center of the square here in downtown Sonoma. They had like something like down this one alley 40 shops on 2 acres. This is old what's it called, brick bank building. It's still a U.S. bank right now. And there's kind of their main drag. But yeah, here's the square shot of the square. And then there's that visitor center we went by over there. And then there's a theater, that theater we were at over there to the right. But yeah, pretty cool. Over here in the center of this park, and there's little fountains, some ducks. I want to see this big tree. There's people hanging out here. It's in the center of the square over here in Sonoma. Go across this little bridge. Little fountains. Pretty little scene. Not behind this big old tree. Look at this tree. This thing's probably 12 feet across. There might be a story behind it, but it's a big old tree. Thing is huge. You can see it compared to cars. There's big old knots on the side of it. This other tree looks pretty interesting too over here, but this one's huge. I can't even fit it all in the camera. I mean, this thing is huge. That's got to be an old tree. No telling what that tree's seen. And that pine tree over there is huge too. A couple interesting trees here. Palm tree, of course. Looks like it's been here a long time. Yeah, this is really neat. Wanted to make sure I got a kind of a shot of it. I wanted to walk over by it. Figured you guys might get a kick out of it. Really pretty here. It's 82, so it's a little warm. They said it's actually a little warm for them. but it's not a lot of humidity. A lot of historic buildings, a lot of wine tasting and wine type stuff. That was where that theater was over there. It's a pretty little park. Seems pretty clean, pretty organized. It's amazing how big that is, isn't it? It's just crazy. It goes way up there. Yeah, it's neat. Even that pine tree over there, see it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything where it denotes what it is. So it's just a big old tree sitting here in the park. It's probably some famous thing. Yeah. I'll piece these together like I've been doing in some of these adventures. Alright, you guys. This is the inside of the Swiss Hotel. And some cool old pictures and some history, and then upstairs going up to the rooms, and then there's a restaurant in here and some real cool pictures of these different wine festivals they had here. And then down here is a old, yeah, there's a picture up there too when they built Golden Gate Bridge, and an old telephone booth. This is 1909. These were old posters from like 2001 and 2002, the different festivals they had here. It's Party Central here. Then we ate out here on the front porch. There's a bar back there. A little sit-down restaurant, a little fireplace. Yeah, kind of neat. From cleaning the rooms. I don't know if you get a real good view there. Open the door one time. Look at this door. That's crazy. That's the entrance to the hotel. And we ate out here. It's pretty neat. And it's called the Swiss Hotel. Yeah, we ate out here. It's kind of neat. So yeah, this is downtown Sonoma. I guess we'll head over to Petaluma. See you guys later. Bye.